My fellow comic book collectors, this is part 5 of this final unboxing in this house. This is the finale. This is the big books. Hopefully some really cool things that you'll enjoy. I'm gonna open up random packages. Have no idea what's inside. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna hang out, just sort of watch me kind of slice and dice some books here. So the first one is brought to you by UPS. that's where it came from. So let's see what it is. I have no idea. Oh, okay. It's kind of a cool book. All the stuff on the floor. So this is Action Comics number 267. Kind of a cool book. This is the third appearance of the Legion. First appearance of Chameleon Boy, Invisible Kid, and Colossal Boy. Kind of cool. So just a bunch of first appearances. Just kind of a cool book. So that's why I picked it up. I just like picking up first appearances. So yeah, so Action Comics 267. Okay, so that's the first one. I have a feeling a lot of these are going to be kind of a DC theme, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let's see if I can get this one out. I sliced it beforehand, but it didn't help much. Well, didn't really help at all, actually. One sec here, I gotta see if I can cut it a little bit better. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's out of the first thing. Okay. Wow, they wrapped it really well. I have to give them that credit. So whoever did this, I thought I would just have to open up one thing, but it's like a whole bunch of things. Okay, just to get to this comic. They wrapped it inside of, it was in a Gemini mailer. Oh my goodness. So all of that work, and the comic is like, it's like a totally beat up comic. I knew it was a totally beat up comic, but they really wrapped it well. They protected this really beat up comic. It is The Kilroys, number 8. And I believe this is the first appearance of the Dizzy Dame girl, Mortana or Morticia, something like that. I'm trying to remember her name. But it's her first appearance. And it's also Kilroys. And I'm trying to collect the run of Kilroys. So it is a really beat up copy though. Look, like, there is no spine. Like, there's like, you can see the spine is just almost completely gone. So kind of funny that they they shipped it so well. I knew it was going to be in really bad condition though, but this is a hard book to get. I didn't pay much for it though. It can go in a higher grade. It can go for you know, a couple $100. But it's just kind of funny that they shipped it really well. Okay. Well, it's good that they did. I appreciate good shipping, but it's just, I wish, like, the ones that always get shipped really poorly are the ones that are like these really expensive comics that that are in really high grade, and like even a ding will destroy the value. But then the ones that are shipped really well are always these ones that are just like, even if it arrived beat up, it's already beat up. It didn't make any difference to the, well, okay. Still, I don't know. It's just a weird observation that I don't know why they, you know, I just wish everybody shipped, like, you know, as professionally as that guy did. Okay. So this is a kind of a modern key. And it's just such an affordable book that I figured, why not? And this book, actually, I kind of picked it up when it was really dropping. This had been an expensive book at one time. When the movie had come out. So there was a Bloodshot movie. And this is Eternal Warrior number 4. And it's the first appearance of Bloodshot. So he makes his first appearance in there. So I like picking up books when they're just like their value is really low. I think I paid, 40 to 50 bucks for this. It's a 9.8. I like it when you can almost pick it up for the cost of the slab. It's pretty sad actually. So yeah, so first appearance of Bloodshot in cameo on the last page. First appearance of Immortal Enemy. Wow, I can barely speak. Okay, so that's kind of cool. And open that up last. Then got another cool slab. This one actually was really interesting. I posted this one on my Instagram, and the artist commented on my Instagram post. I was like, oh my goodness, that's so cool. So so this is Archie and Friends Superheroes #1. I just thought it was a really great cover. Now the artist, when I posted this up on Instagram, this is done by Serzi. I can never pronounce his name right. Nathan's Serzi. Just a Snurdy. No, there's no N. I always mess up his name. Oh, I'm so bad. Serdi. That's the way you pronounce it. Okay, Serdi. S-Z-E-R-D-Y. So, the comic relief I provide. Okay, so yeah. So he commented that when I posted this. And I'll actually take it out of the plastic because it's such a nice comic that it deserves to be shown properly. And I paid $60 for this. I was quite happy because I had just sold, like I was trying to bid on it on a different copy, and the bid went over 100. And so then I went, after losing that auction, I checked for another copy, and the guy dropped the price. He dropped it to 60. So it just had sold for over 100, and then the guy dropped it to 60. So I was like, oh, hey, why not? If he was going to go lower than the last sale, it's really great. So, okay, so the artist commented that some of the people in the background, you see these kids up here and this little girl over here, these are all his family members. He put his family members into the picture, which is, I think, just kind of a nice little touch. I think that's really cool. He actually said who the names were, but I don't remember. If you go to my Instagram, look for this post, and you can find out who all those people are in the background. But just a really great cover. I just really love his artwork. He is, though I can never pronounce his name correctly, I love his artwork. I'm a big fan of his artwork. He does amazing good girl art. And he does some pretty sexy stuff. It's like, this is pretty tame, but he does some amazing artwork. So this is Archie and Friends Superheroes #1, but this is the Canadian Comic Kingdom of Canada variant. So it's kind of a cool book. Yep. So just a nice little one. Okay. And then we got some raw books. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. So this is I was trying to get Xena's first appearance, and I just wanted to make sure I had her first appearance. I actually think I have 2 copies of it, but I just wanted to make sure because I couldn't find my other copy. Then I found it afterwards. Of course, that's how it always works. You buy something and then you later say, oh, now I found it. Yeah, it's too late. Okay, but this is Xena, Warrior Princess. This is actually the J. Scott Campbell cover. So which is kind of cool in itself. But this is her, I believe this is her first appearance. If it's not that one, yeah, I think it is that one. And then we got the photo variant. So this is the photo variant. And then, oh, actually, that's not her first appearance, actually. This is her first appearance. See, I had to remember. So this is Hercules #3. And this is where Xena made her first appearance. And this one just happens to be a signature one. So it says Roy Thomas. He signed it. And there's a certificate of authenticity on the back. So I thought that was kind of cool. So, you know, and I paid $10 for the 3. So it was very affordable and just kind of a cool, you know, if you like Xena, you know, this is the book to pick up. So that was that. And then we got a bunch of slabs, and these slabs are pretty awesome. Okay, this first one is not bad. It's not a huge key, but it is kind of cool. This is one that I think has kind of potential. It's not a super high grade, but it was really cheap. Like this one I got, what happened was they had their Black Friday sale, and when I picked it up, it was actually at a really low price before the Black Friday sale. And then they dropped it further. So it was like almost the cost of the slab. And it's Green Lantern 188. And you're probably wondering, what's so special about Green Lantern 188? Well, this is the first appearance of, is it Mongol? Or how do I pronounce his name? And it doesn't say. Oh, wow. See? It's like so under the radar, even CGC doesn't know that it is. I believe it's I think it's Mongol. Or, yeah, it's like the living planet that's in Green Lantern. So it's like one of the Green Lanterns in the Green Lantern story is a planet. And this is that planet's first appearance. So kind of a cool Green Lantern. There's actually a cartoon that I really enjoyed. That's like sort of like a you know, Green Lantern cartoon, like a cartoon movie. And it's just like a bunch of short stories. And one of the stories is about this warrior. And it's just, it made me fall in love with this character. So basically the warrior, his whole thing is he is the warrior of warriors. He is like the best warrior in the universe. Okay. And he goes around and he flies around to different places to fight other warriors from other worlds. And he always wins because he's just that, you know, badass. And so he's like, nobody can beat me. Nobody can, like, I'm just so awesome at, you know, at fighting. And so he says, you know, who can defeat me? There's no person, there's no, you know, being that can defeat me because I'm so awesome. So he is told that Mambo, something like that. I forgot the name. Why am I forgetting the name? But he's told that he has to go and find them. And they tell him where to go. Okay, so he goes and he flies his ship to that planet. He lands on the planet and he's like searching on this planet for this enemy that can defeat him. And he's searching everywhere. And he's like, you know, he even has like these sensors that he puts out to search for this mysterious warrior. And he's like, why don't you dare fight me? You know, you're not brave enough to fight me. He's like kind of like calling out this warrior. And he, you know, all of a sudden he realizes at the end of the story that it is the planet itself that is this warrior, and he gets totally destroyed by it. He's like, you know, because he's on this planet, a living planet, and just totally destroys him. So it was kind of a cool story. I just really liked it. So I always wanted to get the first appearance of that character. So yeah, I wish it would say Tales from the Green Lantern Corps backup story by Alan Moore, drawn by Dave Gibbons. So kind of cool though. Okay. That's that one. And then we got another slab. This one's in a really well protected one. I have a feeling this is a big slab. If I can get it out. Yeah. Okay. Oof. Of course it's taped in. I can't get it out. It's like such a struggle. It's like taped in, so it's really taped. Ah, there we go. Bit of a struggle. And it's not a big slab, but it is a cool one still, regardless of the fact that it was really hard to get out. this is Captain Victory and the Galactic Rangers #1. Actually, I have 2 copies of this. This is my only graded copy, though. This is the first appearance of Captain Victory and the Mr. Mind back cover pinup, Jack Kirby bio, and picture front piece. So this is a Jack Kirby cover. So Captain Victory. And then there's this really cool back cover. So this is just another book that I thought, hey, it's a very affordable slab. And I thought it was just kind of a cool Jack Kirby cover and back cover and front cover. So Captain Victory and the Galactic Rangers. So yeah, kind of cool. Kind of a cool book. The great thing about Jack Kirby is when he's like, I always like this, like Alex Schomburg does this, Jack Kirby does this, where when they show like some space, like, you know, machine or something like that, it has like all these little dials and little features, and, you know, I just like that all the details. And you even see down here, like some, you know, little details of like somebody, you know, I don't know what he's doing. It's like some gun or something like that. I just like all these little details that are just kind of cool. So yeah, so that's from 1981. Okay, now you're probably wondering, well, where are the big slabs you promised us? Well, I am going to show you some really big slabs. So if you're familiar with the channel Dave Comic Book Investments, he had a bunch of books that I was interested in, and I bought 3 slabs from him, and all of them are pretty cool. They're all pretty great slabs. It's like almost $2,000 worth of comics just in these 3 slabs. And he wrapped them really well, so that's always good. And I'll kind of take them out. Okay, so the first one, this one I need for my collection. I'm actually trying to get a run of this. Put all this stuff in here. Okay. Okay, so the first one is this one, Terrifying Tales. This is a LB Cole cover. And what happened was, actually, I was going to buy this one from my comic shop. They had a really low grade. I think it was like a 0.5 or 1.0 or something like that. And I think they wanted about $300-400 for it. So a pretty expensive comic in such a low grade. However, David from Comic Investments had this book for $500. So I thought, hey, you know, it's a few dollars more, you know, a bit more, but it is way higher grade and it just looks really nice. So this is a nice LB Cole cover, Terrifying Tales #11, from 1953. You can see the back cover too. Kind of cool. And it's just one that I really needed for my collection. So yeah, I just really liked it. I like these covers by LB Cole for this run. They're really quite exciting. So you know, they always have this kind of bikini clad girl on them, and you know, just lots of details that are just quite nice. So I really enjoy them. Okay, so that is that one. And then there's 2 other big ones. I'm not sure which one. I'll show this one first, even though some people might think this is the bigger of the 2, but they were all the same price roughly. So it's kind of funny because I kind of negotiated on the price. But this one is a hot book. This is Rainbow Batman. And this is Detective Comics #241. And I've been wanting this book for a while, because the story for it is hilarious. So the story is that Robin, he gets injured, okay? But he gets injured as Dick Grayson, like where he's like, you know, he's injured and people know that, you know, Bruce Wayne and, you know, Dick Grayson, they're hanging out together, and it's Dick Grayson that's got his arm hurt, okay? So, so everybody knows that. So Batman knows that if he dresses up as Robin and he's Batman, that people might figure it out. Hey, Dick Grayson's injured, and so is this boy that's with Batman. Maybe it's the same person. Maybe they'll make that connection. So what they decide to do is to fool everyone, to distract people from the fact that Robin's arm is injured. Batman dresses up in different costumes every time. So he dresses up in a pink costume, he dresses up in a green costume, in a rainbow costume, he dresses up in a Target costume, all these different costumes to always keep the focus on himself rather than on Robin. So it just creates a kind of a funny little story. Why didn't he just like say, Robin, just stay at home? I can do this myself. You can take a break. Your arm's injured, recover. But he didn't do that. Instead, he wore a whole bunch of different colored suits just to protect Robin's secret identity. So I thought that was kind of cool. Just a funny story. And, it's a great one for my collection. And this one, the reason I picked it, I really like this comic, is it presented really well. Like, even though it's a 2.0, it doesn't present like a 2.0. The only thing that's bad about it is it's got some writing right here. It's actually a Pence copy too, which is kind of interesting. You can see the 5 D on it. So that's kind of interesting. You can see you can win prizes on the back too. Okay, so so that's that one. And the very last one, this is another really great comic, and I always wanted some comics from this run because it's got, other than superhero comics, this run, I think it's issue number 3, is the most expensive comic that's non-superhero related comics from the Golden Age. It is by far, not even close, that it is the most expensive. This one isn't quite as expensive, but it is also highly sought after. This is Suspense Comics number 12. And I'll actually take it out of the plastic again. I should always do that so you can see it a bit better. So this is Suspense Comics number 12. And it's a hanging cover. LB Cole cover as well. It's just a really kind of interesting cover. Just like so many things going on it. So it's a cover I always liked from the run. I mean, the Suspense Comics number 3 is Alex Schomburg cover. It's the famous one where it's like all these kind of guys in hoods around a woman that looks like she's getting sacrificed. And you got the hero way in the background trying to rescue her. So just a kind of a famous cover. But this one is another one from the run. And it's just the run itself has like great covers all the way through. And this is my first from that run. I just always wanted a book from the run just because they're just such great covers. So this is Suspense Comics from 1946. So kind of cool. And if you don't like the front cover, you can always learn piano. So that's another option for you. So just kind of a cool book. It's just kind of fun. And it looks like actually somewhat interesting. This is a bonus with this particular book. I didn't know this before seeing the back of it, but I'm not sure if you can see it, but this book looks like it must have been laid on top of a Captain Marvel book, because you can see in pink Captain Marvel. So it's probably like laid upon some other book like Captain Marvel, and it picked up the colors from that other book. So that's kind of funny on the back. That's really interesting. I wonder if it'd be interesting if I could see which issue number it is, but I can't. But it just picked up the, it was almost like it picked up the colors from that Captain Marvel. So it's bonus Captain Marvel in it as well. So just a really cool book. I really like this. I was super excited to get this book, to tell you the truth. So yeah, so Suspense Comics number 12. And that is it. That is the finale for this massive final unboxing, my last unboxing ever in this house. So I'll miss my house. I'll miss this comic room. And I'm a little bit nostalgic to this comic room. I'll probably watch this video years from now because I'll miss this comic room. I had a lot of great times in this comic room, and it's just kind of sad. Like, I'm going to quickly, this is the bonus. So if you made it all the way to this end of this finale of finales, I'm going to give you a little bit of a bonus. I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour. A little bit of a tour. So it's right now, it's in that state of me getting ready to move. So I'm just going to quickly kind of slowly move it around. You can see the comic room. All the comics up top. In behind all those comics up top is just a whole bunch of other books. Like just hidden in behind. I'm going to kind of go up, you can see. And if I go over here, you can see even more books. These are the ones behind me. You can see some of the stuff in the corner. It's just all wall-to-wall comics. Right. And then up top, you can, let's see if I can do this right. You can see all my showcase books up there. And then I'm going to go back down. That was the door, the door, the entrance to this whole place. And this is all the stuff on my shelf. And in behind the comics right there is my Warren collection. So there's magazine boxes in behind every one of those. That's my Warren collection. And if I go down, you can see like on the, like if I go down, I'm going to go down kind of low. You can see all, whoops, little action there, a little extra action. You can see all the comics on the floor because I just don't have enough room anymore. It's just so, it's very full, this room. Very, very full. And that's a little bit of a funny situation there. But that was my extra little bonus comic room tour. So if you waited till the end, you actually managed to make it through this whole video. Get a little bit of bonus there, a little bit of bonus. I want to show one more bonus. This is a bonus on bonus. Okay, I'm going to show one little thing. I actually didn't show this before. I kind of want to show it because it's kind of shows you how much stuff that I've been collecting. If you look in there, you can see in behind, like normally I hide stuff, like you'll see, I hide the stuff that's in behind. But this one, I removed some of the stuff that was in front, and you can see how big it is in back, and it's just filled with slabs. It's just filled with like that. Each one of those piles is like 30 slabs. So it's just like such a massive collection, such a great collection. And I'll really miss this comic room because it was allowed me kind of to play and have fun, like collecting comics. So yeah, just hopefully you enjoyed these videos. I'm really trying to make them interesting. And I really do appreciate everyone that has sort of stuck around all these years watching me make videos. And stay tuned. We're going to move. We'll be in the new house. And then you'll see some new stuff and a new comic room and some really great stuff planned for the years going forward. So I hope you enjoyed these videos. Again, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video out with your friends and family and anyone else that you might know or not know, or anyone. Just share it. I just need to get some more subscribers. So thanks again. Bye for now.